3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox as tight end, but it'll be second down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Illegal touching.
Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. They will be led out by their veteran quarterback now in his 16th season from NC State, Phillip Rivers.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. 3rd and long for Rivers. Looking downfield for Godwin. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 14 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let him run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chad Thomas bringing the power on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensive starters, here they are for Cincinnati. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 111 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Hunt on the draw play, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game...
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
All right, partner, count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Look, he had all day to throw the football and never got rid of it and allowed for the sack. That's not on the offensive line.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
2nd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incomplete. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this out past the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Rivers to throw it. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Now Rivers. He's going to loft one. Deep left. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing Rivers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Landry that time.
Let's go one more.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Here we go. 60 out ball. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the 40 now on on second down. Rivers gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Rivers, and that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. He'll look to throw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Rivers. And that's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. 4th down, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Rivers. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
390.
First down, Rivers. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Rivers. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And their
rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
70 Indians.
First down, Bengals.
Come. Step.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First down, Cincinnati.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Now, Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now Rivers. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Offense for them has been that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week.